Here with Ward Burton that just completed the Orange Crush 200 for your charity, Ward Burton Wildlife Foundation. What did you have fun out there tonight?
Man, racing's fun when you win. So no, I'm happy that Jeb got his car going good. I touched the wall right here and bent the track bar early in the night, but
lap 3.
Actually, it wasn't lap 3, but
I heard it was lap 3 from the start.
Anyway, whatever it was, me and the car have been struggling ever since we got here, but we finished, and we finished top 15. So it's Jeb's car, and he has both his cars in one piece.
You didn't destroy it. That's good.
So thanks for everything Jeb did to make this happen. Thanks for all the fans and y'all coming out, particularly Rogers putting this event on, Talbot's Golden Corral, Morgan Lumber, State Water Heaters, all of their partners. Just means a lot. We will use all these funds very wisely.
Will we see you behind the wheel again?
I don't know, man. Right now I'm just trying to get through this evening.
How about you, Jeb? You look like you're struggling early, but it looked like that last run you were shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, I was just saving my stuff. My car was not where I wanted it to be, but I just saved my stuff and waited to 60 to go and then just started going. Me and Mike Herman Jr. do a really good job on restarts. We took advantage of that again tonight, and just wish we'd have been better. Wish we'd had a little better showing, but we finished 6th. We got to get our stuff better, man. 100%. HC and I will go back and digest this and keep working. But awesome show. Appreciate all the fans, like Dad said. Career Tank Lines, Rogers Heating and Cooling. Dad already named everybody else. Just without the fans and the partners and the competitors and the teams, we wouldn't be able to do this. And I feel like our purse was very respectable. I mean, 17th was $1,500. So, and one set of tires. Hopefully some other tracks will see the things we're doing, because it costs a lot of money to race these race cars. That's why I don't run them a lot, to be honest. It just costs a lot of money. So appreciate everybody, and we'll get Dad back in the car. We'll have him a little bit better car next time. And I love it here at Orange County, old wore-out racetrack, and now I got to head to Richmond.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Here with Deac McCaskill, runner-up tonight in the Orange Crush 200. You look like you had a little something right after the restart, but then you kind of faded. What happened?
Yeah, we were just track position was just key. It was really hard to pass him. I can kind of roll up beside him, but I just couldn't get in the gas like he could off the corner, and he just had that momentum up top to clear me. And it's just that's what makes this place so cool to race at, man. It's just a really good two-groove track, and our strategy worked really well tonight. We were able to save a lot there and have some tire there at the end of the race, and just we got inside a redraw and come up here and drew a 7 right there for the break. So I was hoping I was kind of get a little bit further up, but all in all, it was a good race for us.
If there had been a late caution, do you think you would have had anything for him?
No, not really, man, because he's gonna choose the top, and when it's just so hard to clear him on these when the tires get worn like this. If we were at the beginning of a race with new tires or something, yeah, it would probably work. But man, it's just so hard. You really got to have a really, really good car, or just go in there and slam over the guy, But I ain't gonna do that. So just the way it is, That's what's made this place really cool, and just appreciate all the fans coming out and great turnout.
Obviously, this race, it's to benefit Ward Burton Wildlife Foundation. What was your experience with Ward Burton? Did you get to race him at all tonight?
Yeah, man, they're a class act. Both of them. Ward come up and introduced himself to me today, and man, they've done a lot of neat things at this event. The pit passes, letting 2 people in free, 4-tire event, autograph session that lasted forever. Just really cool for the fans, and all the proceeds going to the Ward Burton Foundation, and just they were just really, really thankful, for everybody to come out. And just a great event, and hopefully this is something that'll continue to go on to.
Thanks so much.
Here with Bobby McCarty, 3rd tonight in the Orange Crush 200 at Orange County Speedway. Looked like you had the dominant car early on, but then with the redraw, you drew the 8, and you just never could quite get back to the front. What more did you need at the end?
Really just to not draw that 8, man. We drew the 8, and then Ward and Buck and everybody did a great deal this weekend. I mean, this was a really cool show. We had a great time, but it could be cleaned up a little bit. There was a few restarts there after the halfway break where you didn't know if they picked the top or the bottom because they just run the cone over. And we picked the top, and we went from 8th to 13th at some point. And then we just kept getting boxed in, and we finally got to where we could start making some moves, and we got up to 3rd, and I run them down. I just burned everything up trying to catch them. And I mean, not making excuses, man. We just got to be better. We brought the, in my opinion, the best race car. I mean, we was the only one that could pull down and pass people, and you just got to be smarter. You know, I ain't gonna blame everything on the redraw, but because we did make some bad choices there. So, you know, we just got to be smarter, you know, with what we got. And I think I should have been a little bit more aggressive earlier. I was kind of just trying to be smooth and work my way up through there one at a time, but they kept doubling up, and I couldn't get nowhere. And we kept having caution after caution, so I just had to do something. And, you know, that didn't help it at all either. So really proud of all the guys, everybody at RNS, Black Acid, Sterling Building Group, Caswell Glass. I want to give a shout out to Caswell Glass. Shane lost his sister to cancer today, and we're praying for him and reaching out for him. But just want to thank everybody, Bilstein, DST Shocks, John West Engines. I mean, we brought a bad, fast race car. We just lost it.
You talking about that redraw there, maybe not tonight, but just overall in late model racing. What's your opinion on redraws, and if they're going to do them, how should they work?
They shouldn't do them at all. I mean, especially on these long races like this. I mean, you're playing a riding game, so you're kind of setting yourself up. Thank you. You're setting yourself up for the second 100. I'm not a fan of redraws, but if we're going to do it, this is how it needs to be done. Because every time we go to these 200-lap races and they're saying, oh, we're doing a redraw of the top 10, somewhere in the top 10, we're going to draw a peel. It's always 6 or 8, maybe 10. So you play that game. You know that's what it's going to be, so you try to be anywhere from 6th to 10th and just hope you get lucky. But if we're going to do it invert, this is how it needs to be done. You just walk up and draw a can, it is what it is. But I don't think it should be done. I mean, the competitors want the best car to win, the fans want the best car to win, and you put them back there in traffic, it could get tore up or God knows what. I can promise you the fastest cars being up front will put on a better show than them being in the mid-pack or whatever. But like I said, we just go home, look at what we did, look at the video, and do a little Monday quarterbacking and just come back and be better, man. That's all we can do.
Last question. Cars Tour comes back here in just under a month on April 20th. Double the money that night, the Old North State Nationals. You brought a really fast car tonight. How does that feel knowing you have such a good piece for that race?
Man, I'm super pumped. I've never been good here. Like, I've always come here and struggled and just never really felt like I had a grip on what I needed to feel. And we made some really good gains today with the car. And myself personally, I've never really been a top feeder, so it's something I'm trying to learn to be better. So I mean, just everything come together today, and I know what I want to feel like the race car here now, and we know what the car wants to have underneath it. So this was a really good momentum booster for that race. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, this hasn't been my favorite racetrack to come to, but I'm starting to like it a little bit more.
Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? Michael Massie here, along with Chase Folsom for Frontstretch.com. We are here at Orange County Speedway, see it behind us, for the Orange Crush 200, which was benefiting the Ward Burton Wildlife Foundation. You had Ward Burton's return to racing. Chase, how awesome was that?
That was cool to see Ward Burton in action. I didn't get to see too much of it growing up as a kid, but he gave it his all out here tonight. He ran with Mayfield and a couple of the other old guys at the back, but he stayed out of everybody's way. He kept it clean all night. He had a good run, and Jeb had a good run as well. He was towards the back early, but he made his way up to 6th at the end. So overall, good return for Ward and good night for Jeb. The Burtons had a great night, and I hope their foundation did well tonight, and hope we see Ward back in the car again.
Yeah, Jeb told me after that he's going to try to make it happen again. Ward, I asked him if he had fun. And you know what he said? He said winning is fun. So he's still got that competitive drive all these years later. But you know what? We got to talk about the winner of the race. Caden Honeycutt is the guy who won this race. He held off Deac McCaskill. What did you think about that battle at the end?
It's everything to love about late model stock racing and short track racing. That's what we come here for. That's what the fans show up for. Side-by-side battles on old tires at the end. It was honestly whoever got out front on the restart was going to win. McCaskill gave it his all, but ultimately that run off the outside in 4 was just too much for Honeycutt, and McCaskill just never could get – if he could have got even with him off of 4 or off of 2, I think he could have got him, but he never quite got to his left front. So ultimately, Caden walks away with the win. Huge win for him. He hasn't won a late model stock race in going on 2 years now. So they come back here for $30,000 in a little under a month. So that's a big momentum push for Caden and the 17 team.
But I don't know that either of those two guys had the fastest car on the night. You talked to the guy who may have been the fastest in town that dominated the first half of this race.
Yeah, Bobby McCarty, he started on pole. I think he was second fastest in practice, and he led the first 100 laps, and it wasn't close. He walked away with it in the first half of the race. They did a redraw. He drew the 8 pill, had to restart 8th, and he just got stuck in traffic picking the wrong lines on the restarts. He was back as far as 13th at one point, climbed to 3rd at the end, but ultimately just ran out of time, ran out of laps, ran out of tires, really. I talked to Bobby, and honestly, I agree with him that they shouldn't really be doing inverts in late model racing, but if they're going to do it, that's the way to do it, not guys sandbagging around 8th and 9th and stuff like that. But Bobby's got a really good piece coming back here in April, too, just like Caden does. That race with the Cars Tour is going to be an epic one. So be sure you guys come back for more content at Orange County on April 20th.
That's right. Chase will be here all season long covering the Cars Tour. So especially when he's back here at Orange County, look out for his content. Look out for our content this weekend at Richmond Raceway. I'll be there. So that's enough reason to watch alone right there, right? But check out all our stuff on frontstretch.com and on youtube.com/frontstretch. For Chase Folsom, I'm Michael Massie. See you next time.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.